Okay, so these 5 SQL questions show up in almost every interview. Most beginners get at least 2 of them wrong. Let me walk you through each one. Okay, so now for all the 5 questions, we'll be using this data sets, this table, employees table, and see, this is the columns which this table have. Okay, now let's move to our first question, which is what is difference between count of star and count of column name? To understand the basic difference, let's write the query. Select count of star from employees and then write select count of column name. Uh, to pick a column, I'm picking salary. Okay. In this case, I'm picking salary. Any column you can pick, I'm picking salary. So to understand basic difference between count of star and count of column name, what count of star does is count of star calculates the total number of rows in a particular table. Like in this table, there is was first row, second row, third row, and 10th row, and then 11th row. So it will give the total count of rows in a particular table. So the answer for this count of star will be 11. See, if you run this, you'll get 11. Count of star will give the total number of rows in a table even though there are null values. See, in this table, the last row had all the values null. So even though there were null values, it includes null values as well. Okay. Whereas if you do count of salary, count of any column name, so count of column name only includes the non-null values in that particular column. In this column salary, how many non-null values are there? It will calculate the non-null values and give the values accordingly. There are two null values. It will exclude those null values and will give the non-null values. So excluding these two null values, the answer should be 9. If you run this, see, it will give 9. So count of star calculate the total number of rows in the table and it includes nulls as well. Whereas count of column name, it only calculates the total number of non-null values in a particular column and it excludes the nulls. Okay, so this is the basic difference. So the second question is what happens when you use a where condition on the right table after a left join? So to understand this question, let's break this question in parts. Now for this join question, I will be using this departments table. Okay. We already had our employees table. Now we'll be using departments table. We'll be joining these two tables by department ID. Department ID is common in both the table. Okay. Now let's do a left join of employees with department. How to do a left join? We simply write like this. Select. I have told already previously explained in my videos how to do a left join. Okay. Let's select the column names later. Select column names will specify later from first we'll be writing employees table. We'll be doing left join of employees with departments. Let's give alias to this table as E. Okay, we are doing left join of with table departments. Give alias to this table as SD. How are you going to join this employees table with departments? By department ID, right? So on in employees also you have department ID. In departments also you have department ID. So on employees E, okay, E dot department ID is equals to um, D dot department ID. Okay. So in the final table, let's select the columns you want from employees tables and departments table. From employees table, I want name column. So I'll be writing E dot name because we have given E as alias. So E dot name. So from employees table, name will be coming. From departments table, I want department name. So I'll be writing D dot department name. Okay. Now let's run this. C. So when you do left join of employees with department, you will get all the employees from employees table and their corresponding department. So in case if in case any employee don't have a department from the right table, simply null will be coming. This is the behavior of left join, right? Now, as per the question, what if you apply where after the left join on right table? Let's apply where on the right table, where um d dot, we can say, from department table apply a where table. Let's say where d dot uh, department name is equals to HR. So what now we have done as per the question, after doing a left join here, after doing a left join, we have applied a where condition on the right table. In our right, the right table in our condition is departments D. So in the right table, I have applied this where condition. Now what will happen? Let's see. Suppose this is the sample output of the left join query. Okay, so when we applied this where condition on the column of the right table, then what we are doing are we are filtering the result after the join. Since null values do not satisfy the where condition, those rows get removed, right? This null rows doesn't come in the final output after applying the where condition. That means only matching rows remain. So the left join start behaving like an inner join when you apply this where condition on the right table. Now let's run this query. See all the values from the left table and the matching rows from the right table, but with a condition HR value should be there. So it is behaving like an inner join. If you want to check it, let's apply inner join here. Let's write inner join here. See, you'll get the same values. Okay, see, same values. So answer to this question is that, in case if you apply a where filter, where condition on the right table, in case of left join, after doing a left join, it silently behave like an inner join. Okay, so this is an interview trap, don't fall for it. Okay, so these are the first two questions, and honestly most people stop here, but question 3, 4 and 5 are where interviews actually get decided. Part 2 drops on Monday. Subscribe the channel so you don't miss it.